Hello, beautiful soul. Have you recently experienced, or in any time in your life, the rejection of being terminated from a job? Whether it was because there was a restructuring or they had budget cuts and they had to let people go, whatever the situation, it hurts. Even if you're expecting it. And it could be that, if there was a budget cuts and they were, very vocal and upfront about it, you had the opportunity to find another job. But in my experience, I was terminated from a job due to a restructuring after new management took over and gave my job to their friend. So I know exactly how much it hurts. I know exactly how horrible the feeling is, especially when someone who is a good worker, and I'm very accountable, I'm available, I'm responsible, I come to work when I'm supposed to, I'm dependable. So that was really difficult for me. So we're going to get started here now. And before I do, let me introduce myself. I'm Lavender Moon. I'm a psychic intuitive tarot reader. I'm also someone who has experienced being terminated from a job. And so let's get started. I pulled a couple deep moon messages cards, and the first one says, I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. And this is the dark moon. It's a really cool picture, and there are the words. And the other one is, I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Blue moon. And that's a beautiful picture. And I like this card because while my experience in being terminated from a job was rather horrible because of the rejection and knowing that they didn't want me because it was personal, I do have so much better that happened to me after the fact. So there are better things ahead of you no matter what the circumstances of your loss of job are. I also have some higher self oracle cards here. We have confusion, which is a completely normal emotion to have when you are let go from a job. You could be going through, like I did, every situation. How did I do that wrong? What could I have done differently to keep my job? And the truth of the matter is, I really wasn't happy with my job anyways. I was thinking about leaving it anyways. So it all worked out the way it was supposed to. It's just that I didn't act fast enough for the universe, and the universe decided, we're cutting this out. You're not doing this anymore. So then to move on after the disheartening news of being let go from a job, we have courage. And we're in Leo season right now. And tomorrow, as I'm recording this, the day before the Lionsgate portal peak, on A8, this is a lion, and that's very significant and wonderful. Then we have take the first step. And this is being bold and going on that adventure to start a new chapter in your life and just doing it and not worrying about, if it doesn't work out. Because the right thing is waiting out there for you. You just have to go out there and find it. Okay, I have one last oracle card before I get into the tarot. And this one is from the Seasons of the Witch, the Samhain Oracle. And it's really cool. I like these cards because they're a bit more dark than a lot of the oracle cards that I have, and they really make you face your shadow side. This one is number 11, Coming of Winter. And 11 is a new beginning. Ones are beginnings. So I'm going to read the part of the description because the description is very long, but I'm going to read part of it. The outside world can seem such a cold and distant place. It can be tough to navigate the trail buried beneath the snow. It is hard to feed your soul when your surroundings offer little nourishment. In the dead of winter, life can be beautiful, still peaceful, blisteringly cold, unforgiving, changeable. There is but one thing to do when winter storms come blowing. Seek shelter to rest, recharge, and reflect. This card comes with a message to rest. The world will wait for you. Give your mind, body, and soul time to be still. Taking time to recharge is not laziness. It's the choice of supporting yourself. You'll have more strength, energy, and focus to devote to time to the things that you love when you are rested. I love that message because all of the feelings that you go through, and I'll be honest with you, when I lost my job, I felt like I was a failure. And then it took me about 3 months to find another job. And it wasn't for lack of trying. I submitted resume after resume, submitted several applications. I don't know if it was because I'm overqualified for a lot of jobs or underqualified for a lot of jobs that I applied for. I just wanted something specific, I guess, and I wasn't really finding it, but it did take me a bit. So if you're feeling like that, I can understand a lot of those feelings. And so this coming of winter card is a really good reminder to take the time to rest. And if you are, seeking unemployment and in that process and have to look for jobs, look for jobs. They don't, where I live, they didn't require me to show a lot of proof. They just want me to put down how I found the job, like website, going in person, whatever, and what jobs I was looking for. And so you can just, go on Indeed and scroll and call it a day if you need to take a day to rest. So it's not being lazy, it is self-care. Just remember that. Okay, let's get some tarot out now. But I'm also picking up that this might be a really good time if you want to start a business to do that. And if you feel like you're too old to start over and start a business, I do have a video that I recorded and we went live this week, I believe, or last week. It's in the playlist that I'll put at the end of this video. This title is, Am I Too Old to Start Over? And the answer is absolutely not. No, you're not too old to start over. There is so much you can do. So yes, I am picking up that if some of you want to start a business, this is a perfect opportunity to do so. I took the opportunity after losing my job to start a business, and part of the reason that it took me 3 months to find a job was that I was looking for something part-time so I could also do my business on the side. So the energy that you're sitting in right now is the Empress. Oh, exactly what the coming of winter was saying. Take time to nurture yourself. Take time to rest and recuperate and come up with great creative ideas. She gives birth to creative ideas. And she manifests abundance easily. So I think with your creating your new ideas, you're going to have abundance. And butterfly, there's a butterfly on this card. And for me, butterflies are a signal of me being on the right path. So I feel like you're on the right path. Then we have Star. This card comes after the Tower, so there's hope for a better tomorrow. You have hope that things will get better after this. It is a rough experience. I completely get it. I do. And so then in subconscious, there's Hierophant. It could be that some of you are thinking about getting a certification for something new, going back to school, maybe finding a teacher or a mentor. Maybe you want to learn more about spiritual topics and you're finding someone. That's what I heard. Okay, so that would be amazing. Do something new, adventurous. And in your conscious, you know that fate is changing everything in your favor. You know that the universe did not do this to you, it did it for you. Because if it's like me, the work environment was getting more toxic by the minute and it wasn't getting better. Nobody was doing anything about it. And that was part of the reason that I was trying to leave. That was mostly the reason. It was getting really toxic. Anyways, so I'm picking up that a lot of you are dealing with toxic work situations and you know that the universe did not dismiss you from that job to hurt you. Yeah, in your recent past, there's a sense of adventure. Like, I almost feel like some of you were expecting this and were already looking for something new or already trying to figure out what you wanted to do. Aha, in the near future, we've got the Ten of Wands. And this is the ending to feeling overworked and overburdened. This is taking your harvest home to celebrate. I feel like what I'm picking up on this card is that some of you were being overworked. You were working overtime, but you were salary, so you weren't being paid overtime pay. So you were working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and not getting the benefits or the recognition or, any time off is what I heard. Oh, interesting. I think that's illegal. But whatever. I'm not an HR expert here, so that's just what I heard. Okay. Yeah, for in your feelings about this situation, you're excited for a new adventure. You're excited to take I'm hearing the leap of faith. This is not what this card means, but that's what I heard. You're excited to take the leap of faith and do something new. After getting over the initial shock of losing a job, it is then kind of fun to be like, oh, what kind of jobs are out there? What can I do? What can I experience next? What is my next chapter going to be like? Everyone else are seeing you victorious. They're seeing how, grounded and demure you are. I don't use that word demure. I just heard that. Wow, interesting. So if that word is something that you use, or maybe your one of your loved ones use, because I'm picking up some energies here. This is really kind of cool. But people are looking at you like, wow, you are so strong, you are so put together, you are really handling this well, is how people are looking at you. And your hopes are that you're going to be successful. You're going to find exactly what you want really quickly. And I do feel like with the Chariot, it's going to happen quickly because it is a card of quick success. And then the outcome for this reading is the Knight of Cups, going after your heart's desires. I feel like this experience happened for you to give you the opportunity to explore and to go after what you really want to do. And that's exactly what happened for me. So I hope that I can be an inspiration for you to explore and go after what you want, what's really pulling at your heart, what's really what you feel like you're meant to do, what your soul's purpose is. Let's get Psychic Tarot Oracle card and see if we can confirm anything on this spread. Yes, we've got hope, which is number 17, the Star. So there is hope. There is wonderful things coming in for you. Your dreams are going to come true. Whatever your heart's desires are, you're going to make happen after this. And as humans, we do have to get over the rejection, the confusion of it all. Because again, you're going to be like, what did I do wrong? How come I was a good worker? Why did they get rid of me? And most of the time, it probably wasn't about you. It was about the fact that the management either, number one, did really have budget cuts and had to get rid of people, and they really hated to get rid of people, or number two, it was that person was a jerk anyways, and they kept people who didn't want to work and just hang out and play, and then realized that they made a big mistake and they're never going to come back and apologize because they're too their ego's too big for that. Anyways, that's what I heard. I hope that resonates. I hope that helps. Let's see if there's an angel number message that Spirit wants to give you today. Two alignment. This entire reading is about coming into alignment with what's right for you and your soul's purpose. Wow. Anything else that we want to add? All right, I'm going to take these two that flipped over here. 444 protection and 333 support. So wow, this is really kind of cool here. We have 222, 333, and 444. That is really cool. I have never seen this happen before, ever. This is really rare. This is awesome. I will read the descriptions for these cards because they're so much better than what I could say. Okay, 222. Connection makes everything so much more beautiful. This is a very welcome call to find harmony in all aspects of your life, in your body. Seek to balance your mental, emotional, and physical needs. Socially, try to find your footing both on the level of personal relationships and in your broader community. Even within your own intentions, there is harmony to be found between building solid foundations and remaining open to growth and change. Duality and cycles are part of life, of every journey. Embrace it. Okay, 333 support. Express yourself, darling. This is a hug of encouragement and a resounding yes from the universe to keep going, to live your life exactly as you want to. Trusting your intuition and being your best, most confident self takes creativity and real, tangible efforts. Good thing you're blessed with an incredible reservoir of inner strength. Opportunities are attracted to ingenuity and courage. And protection. Wow, hard work and abundance mindset look good on you. You've really been putting in the effort, laying that hard-won groundwork for amazing growth and abundance. The universe loves someone who vibrates at the frequency of gratitude, so clap yourself on the back and stick with it. You're on the right path to manifest your desires through hard work and intentionality. Your angels are watching over you, protecting you and your dreams. Like I said with the star, your dreams are going to come true. And not only that, the universe doubled down on it and gave us hope as well. So you are making your dreams come true, even though you had to deal with a difficult life experience. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like this video, please click that like button, leave me comments, let me know it's resonating, and consider subscribing to my channel. If you like a personal reading, I will put that link in the description box, as well as a link to subscribe for my newsletter where you can receive a 5-day tarot journaling journey, which is free to help you decide who you are again. I wish you the very best and brightest blessings on your journey.